Hey guys, so I am here with little Miss Lizzie Pooh, and she is the Gabby by Claire Teller. She is a silicone version. I do, however, have a couple of the vinyl versions in my collection as well. A lot of people ask me a couple questions about the Gabby, and I'm going to answer them. And I know I've answered these before, but I'm just kind of going over some things, and because I've gained some new subscribers, and I'm not quite sure that they're going back, you know, watching all the videos, so it may be a repeat to some of you guys, so bear with me. But so the question that I've gotten recently is if the silicone version and the vinyl version is the same size. So that answer is going to be no. The silicone version is slightly bigger. It's a little bit bigger. The vinyl version is, you know, close in size, but not as big as or as long as the silicone version. The head is, you know, a little bit bigger and stuff like that because it's silicone, I guess. I don't know. I guess, well, maybe when they pour it into the vinyl, it shrink or something. I don't know. But in any case, they're not the same size. And then also, it depends on the bodies that you put them on. If you don't put them with the body that they came with, and all that great stuff. So, she typically wear pretty much 3 to 6 month size all the time. I do have some stuff that's cut big, and I put her on 0 to 3 month. But for the most part, she wear 3 month size onesies, and I put her on 3 to 6 month size clothes, like this little romper that you guys saw me change her in a earlier video. It is 3 to 6 month size. And so when you hear people say partial silicones, cloth body silicones, that means that their head and their arms and legs are silicone, and this part is cloth, just like a reborn baby, so it's not silicone. And but she still takes a full pacifier without being modified and everything. So, and she has like gums and uvula and all that great stuff that the full body have. So it's, like I said, the best of both worlds. Now she can still get wet, but not her cloth. So you can do, you know, like I sometimes would, you know, dangle their little feet over the sink like this, their legs, and maybe take the little spray and rinse them off if they got, you know, a lot of fuzzies on them or lint or anything on them. Or, you know, sit them in one of those bathtubs, the little netted ones, and just, you know, maybe like just do a sponge off, just where they make sure that the cloth doesn't get wet. Here I lean her over the sink like you would a regular baby, like this, and I wash her hair just like that. I will wash her hair when she gets built up and rinse it out, which I think it's time, because I haven't rinsed it I've only rinsed it out like once, I think. So it is time. It's like where the shine doesn't hold anymore, you know, it's like it's starting to, I mean, it's still shiny and nice, but it's not as vibrant as it normally would be if it didn't have buildup on it. So I kind of, and then too, I don't put as much product in my baby's hair anymore. Like I do use the fabric softener when I use it, but even over time, just using a little bit of that, it still build up. So, which leads me to the next question that I get: is it harder to take care of silicone babies versus reborns? And a lot of people, again, will probably beg to differ with my answer, but I would love to say no. And the reason why I say no is because you're having to be careful with them and treating them like regular babies meaning gentle. When we say treating them like regular babies, I think people from the outside get all their panties all in a wad and get all bent out of shape about that. Like, oh my God, you're treating a baby like a real baby. Like, absolutely not, because we definitely wouldn't leave a baby home for 10 hours while we work. We definitely would not store a baby in a closet or in plastic bins and places that other people like may store theirs. Now, mine do sleep in a baby bed, but you know what I mean? So we don't go to that extreme. What we mean is that we're gentle with them. We support their head when we're holding them, and we typically may rock them, or like I have a habit of bumping the little bottom and stuff like that. So that's what we mean by treating them real. But the only difference in between the two is that you can actually put the pacifier straight in the mouth with the silicone, and you it depends on the matting and the way that they are done is how often or if you will need to powder them because of to get the fuzzies off, or you know, keep them from being sticky or tacky or something like that. Now, reborns you don't powder, but you can gently dust them off. I usually use a little like very soft bristled like paintbrush or powder brush, and brush the dust out of the eyes and the corners and the nose and stuff, the open areas and the ears on my reborns, which were on my silicone babies. Like I said, I would just rinse them off. So in my opinion, there's not really like no extra care. And I know I hear people saying that they get they have dust on their babies and stuff like that, which, you know, I can see it happening. I have had babies get dust on them over periods of time, but I'll be honest with you, my silicone babies, I guess I just really hadn't really seen it a whole lot. I know over a long period of time they probably will, and sometimes you don't notice until you take them out into the natural daylight, and then it's like, oh, you're like, oh, you got a little dust. Man, I just looked at her leg just now when I did that, and it just looked like real skin. Like, it's so crazy. It made me like, I wish you guys can see it. Like, I looked at her little leg and I was like, oh, it looks so real. But anyway, that's me being silly, but off subject. But yeah, so no. And as far as the hair with the silicone babies, I know they're not sealed, so they can't be sealed inside. So yeah, you can yank hard enough and, you know, possibly pull the hair out. But the funny thing about it is that I've heard people say their reborns lost hair and stuff, but I've had silicones for a while now, and from different artists, not even just Claire Taylor, but some of my least expensive ones, and I didn't lose hair. So I guess it depends on how deep the person roots the hair in their head, if you will lose hair. So that is one difference. But like I said, overall, the maintenance on them is not really any difference. You just want to handle them with care, and you know, you want to take care of it because you spend tons of money on it, whether it's your reborn or your silicone doll. Another thing is, people ask, do I allow Gabby to interact with my dolls? And that is a definite no. And I don't really care how people feel about that when it comes to my collection. Gabby has her own dolls, and she has her own toys, and mommy toys is off limits. It just like certain things in the house is just things that she just don't touch, because I don't want her to break it or anything like that. Now, do she come over and maybe kiss them on the nose or on the top of their head because she see mommy do it? Yes, she's done that before, and that doesn't bother me, and that's okay. But do she pick them up? No. Do I allow her to, you know, help change clothes or anything like that? No, I don't. As my collection, these are not, in my opinion, age appropriate for her. My older kids don't even touch my dolls without my permission, and usually it's just simply to take photos for their Instagram or something, or Snapchat, or send it to somebody, or they're FaceTiming somebody to show them my collection. But they know not to touch my dolls, and which is one of the reasons why I don't take my dolls out publicly a whole lot, because I don't want people all over them and touching them and pulling on them and doing all kinds of awkward stuff that's gonna put me in a bad place where I'm gonna be cussing somebody out. So yeah, but like I said, one doll is not better than the other, and taking care of them is pretty much the same in my opinion. And oh, piercing their ears, I don't think it take away the value on them, because the hole is so small. But you can even take them out and it be gone and you won't even really see it there. But it's very simple. You just take the earring and just push it through. Usually the vinyl is soft enough to do it with the Reborns, and definitely the silicone. You just want to kind of make sure you got them a little lined up, and then you just push it through, and there it goes. There's no real thing. I know some people used to heat it up, the needle, the pointy part up, and then do it in the vinyl. I don't do all that. I just press it through, and it go poop, and you're done. So yeah, so I use regular fabric softener and water, about that much of fabric softener and that much water or whatever, and that's it for hair care. Baby brush or soft toothbrush does the trick with brushing and taking care of their hair. I don't use regular combs and brushes in their hair, because it's soft, and it is, you know, it could come out on your silicones for sure. And even with Reborns, if you pull hard enough, you could break it off and stuff like that. I don't use oils in my baby hair. I know that some people use like coconut oils and all that and stuff. I don't do that, because their hair is not gonna grow. They don't need nutrients or vitamins in their hair. And then that oil, because this is paint, and I just worry about it, you know, somehow seeping into the paint or getting on them other places and causing them to go shiny later, or lose, you know, change the paint or something, or lose paint. So I just don't do that. I don't use regular hair products on my dolls. That's just my personal opinion. I don't powder my Reborns either, because I just don't think that that's what you should be doing. And I don't use wipes, because they contain, a lot of them have alcohol in them, and alcohol can remove paint sometimes. So I don't use those at all. And what else? And that's for either or. What else do I do and don't do? When I had babies that I powdered, I did try to, like Amanda was saying in her video, you have to try to find the brush that, she's like, have a hair, it's like out of place, and I was trying to get it there. But anyway, the little bristles will come off on the baby, so you try to get the ones that don't lose the bristles. But yeah, that's it. I don't know, I'm probably leaving something out, and as soon as I stop the video, I'm gonna think and say, oh, I should have, you know, said this, or I should have said that. But yeah, but anyway, so say bye-bye. I haven't had I haven't got an idea of what I want to put her on next after this, because I really love her in this. So she's been in this for a while. So I don't know how long she's going to be in this. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. And oh, armatures. Really quick, I got like 20 seconds to say this. Armatures, I feel completely safe with armatures. A lot of people say they are afraid that they're going to poke through the vinyl. For the most people, the way that they do the armatures, they're not going to poke through. Definitely the Clairtella babies are not going to poke through, but they can break, I guess, if you mishandle them very, very roughly. But you rarely hear about people having broke armatures or armatures poking through the silicone. So don't be so afraid of that. It just gives your baby the help of, you know, posing it. And I know Lorna Miller's been using armatures for years, many years. I also saw that Romy Stridham, I was looking at an old video of Romy, and she had armatures years ago too. So they've been using them for a while. So I think they're pretty safe. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And oh gosh, I forgot another question. How many dogs do I have at this time? I think I have about 15, or because I sold 2 recently. So anyway, guys, we'll talk later. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you again later. Bye-bye.